Hi, I'm Kyle.
I'm Inder.
And we got drunk today and we watched
Red State! So what did you think of Red State, Kyle?
I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I'm still having a hard time. I watched it twice now. This is your first time watching it, my second time. I'm still not sure.
The movie is about... what is the movie about, though?
Bare bones outline.
Like
a bunch of teenagers try and have sex with someone, and then the ATF gets involved, trapped in this culty church.
Because it starts off with teenagers and they want to have sex.
With the culty church.
Who are the ATF?
Because
What's
they're,
the ATF?
They're alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Which, why is firearms mixed in with alcohol and tobacco in the first place? Whose idea was that?
America. In this movie, I really felt, especially in the first half of the film, once Michael Parks? Once he and John Goodman came, because they're fucking good actors and they know what they're doing, and they know that Kevin Smith's a piece of shit and that they can go beyond him and do their own thing. They brought some believable acting in the film. Kevin Smith's a cool dad. I'm gonna talk shit about him.
Can we stop right now and just say how unfucking believable Michael Parks is in this movie? He is absolutely...
Okay, with the material he's given. Okay, I'm gonna get to that.
I don't know if he should win an award, but he should at least get consideration. He should be nominated for some kind of award because he is fucking unreal. He's unreal.
Okay,
I will fight you.
I'll get to fucking...
I will fight you later.
I'll get to Michael Parks.
I'll fight you right now.
You know what? I'll go down on you while you're going down on me right now, just like in the fucking movie. How about that?
We will 89 each other.
No, we'll infinity sign each other. Whatever the fuck that works.
We'll Jesus fish each other later.
Okay, so the first act of the movie is a bunch of unknown fucking teenage actors, and their shitty acting really comes through to me because the dialogue's not bad, but all of their lines are delivered as if they had like preconceived notions of how they should deliver their lines.
Was that the kid from Twilight? Are
you gonna let me finish my fucking point here?
No, the one with the shaggy hair. Was that not that Robert Pattinson from Twilight?
Do you think I watched fucking Twilight?
I do, actually.
He was the guy from Twilight. So what stood out to me is like, especially in that opening scene, not the opening scene, well, the opening scene too. The opening scene is them in the car. This fucking douchebag from Point Break with his mom in the car, and they drive by a funeral, and there's all these protests.
Keanu Reeves is in
Keanu Reeves is in the movie.
Keanu Reeves?
And they're protesting. Keanu Reeves is protesting the fucking gay marriage no, it's the gay death at the funeral.
Gay kid died.
And then he's in class, and the whole class has like this discussion with their female teacher, who happens to be very philosophical and
curses
and up to date,
and curses too,
and she curses. She's very modern.
Curses.
And they have this discussion about what's going on with this religious cult in town. And every fucking line of dialogue is delivered as if there was like a preconceived notion of how to deliver that line of dialogue. The actors weren't listening to each other.
It was not believable.
And the word listening is actually a technical term that actors use. It's when not just what they're saying, but the tone in which they're saying the thing, the body language they have, in order to react properly.
I think you can just say that the dialogue was pretty unrealistic. You don't need to go to DoucheCon 5 here and fucking... She was like, this guy is knucking fuss. And when have you ever heard an English teacher say like, this guy, when have you ever
it goes beyond
say anything even close
to
that?
The way they're saying, and then the one fucking girl who's like, okay, well, excuse me, who is this fucking guy?
I don't even know who he is.
And I'm like, that's not how somebody would react to that. Michael Parks' monologue, it was really long-winded, but the thing about it was that there's no arc in it, right? Like, it's just, the way it should have started off was, he's talking to his congregation about, like, in a very, very friendly way, which he was, but like, I actually want to see like him establish a relationship with not just him, but with us as an audience. Fuck you. And I want to like him. I don't want to look at him as a creepy...
That's the thing. You don't want to like him.
No. I want to like him at first. I don't want to see him as a creepy preacher right off the bat. If that scene goes from me liking him to him then pulling these kids out who've been following along, and he's gonna fucking kill them.
I don't think you ever.
That would be creepy.
You never ever need.
But if it's 20 minutes of him going like in Michael 18:13,
you never like Freddy
Jesus
Krueger.
said this.
You never liked
And
Jason
I
Voorhees.
fucking love Freddy Krueger.
You never
Are you kidding
liked,
me?
you never
Freddy
liked
Krueger was the
Jason
coolest.
Voorhees. You never liked Michael Myers.
In those Freddy movies,
you don't have to like. Well, God,
those fucking kids were pieces of shit, and Freddy was the coolest motherfucker. And I wanted him to kill those kids. And that's why they were cool movies.
But you don't need.
But I'm afraid of him showing up in my dreams.
But you don't
That's
need,
what's cool about those movies.
You don't need
I don't
to
want,
like. You don't need. You know what I mean. You don't need to like. You don't need to like Hans Gruber. No one ever liked Hans Gruber at the beginning.
Who the fuck is Hans Gruber?
Isn't from fucking Die Hard? Isn't that him, Hans Gruber?
I don't know.
McClane.
Yeah, but I like McClane.
But yeah, exactly.
I like McClane.
But
I
you
need to
don't,
like somebody in this movie.
Well, I know that, but that doesn't mean you need to like the bad guy. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
well,
I understand. I'm the same way. As we needed to find someone to like, but if we would have had someone already, you know what I mean? We didn't need. There's no reason you need to like the preacher at all. The worst part by far is, from my standpoint, is when he's sitting there on the little Bluetooth headset, and he's like, it's like a 10-minute scene where he's like, oh yeah, well we investigated them and they did this and then they did this. Like, why do we need a 10-minute scene of him having a one-sided phone conversation? You know what I mean?
Well, it
just seemed like it just dropped everything like to like a screeching halt, and it just I don't know, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
That's Kevin Smith for you, though. I mean, his entire, and he's admitted to it, trying to make it a positive thing, but this attributes to him being a bit of a flake in terms of filmmaking. Like, he flaked out of film school. His films themselves are just fucking boring, and like they're just dialogue driven. And the cult following that he has latches on to his ideas, and Kevin Smith, when he's speaking and he's talking about his ideas, he's got some cool ideas.
I could listen to him.
He's worth listening to.
I can listen to him speak every day. I listen to his movies.
His movies suck.
No,
and here's why. Here's
why
his movies suck. And I'm sorry to, he's a great guy. His movies suck because he doesn't know how to make movies. He would rather deliver an idea through dialogue and exposition, through just telling us his characters sitting there and being like, yeah, and then this happened, this has happened. And by the way, I don't like this because I am like this and I'm very stern in this way. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I might as well just, why am I watching a movie then? So here's this character of a police chief who happens to be gay. The kids hit him with the car and then they walk up, and then it turns out he was like, he was giving some guy head.
Okay, but
and then they drive away.
Anyway, before you go on, I have a question about that one scene in particular.
Okay.
They were both down.
Yeah. Well,
were they doing the most awkward 69 of all time? Like, he comes up, which makes sense.
And then he comes up.
This guy. So they both were just like kind of like intertwined, sucking each other's dicks. Like, what were they doing? It didn't register. I mean, I have had plenty of homosexual encounters in a car. That has never happened to me, where we're both down in the front seat.
Maybe they were hiding. They got hit by the car and they both ducked down.
I guess so, but
it did seem kind of weird. Anyways, so the kids, they see him and he was giving oral sex, and the kids drive away. And where the fuck was I going with this?
I don't know. I should have grabbed one beer though. I'm gonna go.
Here's how the movie should have started, in my opinion, to make the first half more
just full on hardcore dick sucking right from frame one.
Yeah, the movie should have started with the kids in the car, the three guys in the car, driving towards saying, and within 2 lines of dialogue, all they have to say is, "Hey, we're gonna go have sex with some chick we saw online." Done. That entire beginning scene where they're having some kind of philosophical debate about that homosexual or that anti-homosexual Christian.
But it makes sense though, because it sets up the church.
Fucking exposition.
Well, that's again another thing. Is
it's
like
a pointless scene.
Who is the main character here? Because at first we're set up as like, oh, the church is the main character because they're protesting.
Well,
but also this kid is the main character.
Because right now, the only likable person in this whole show is John Goodman. But he still doesn't seem like he's the main character because he hasn't been there throughout the whole journey. And even at the end of the film, he gives like this really like self-relieving speech about how what is his father? Something.
Oh yeah, with the dog. With the dog.
Oh yeah, his dog's fucking
everyone's fucked up no matter what.
Yeah, and they, even the animal.
Which I guess must be like
even in the animal kingdom, everyone's fucked up.
The theme of the movie is that people are just fucked up beyond repair. That no matter we're all just assholes.
But
that was the theme of the whole movie. Is that everyone's an asshole and fuck everybody. We're just a bunch of dicks, just just here. We're just a bunch of dicks that are just coexisting. I had a bunch of little things that I thought were funny.
Okay.
That
you wrote down during the film.
That I wrote down because I'm smart like that.
You're a fucking nerd, is what
I knew I would have forgot. Why do you half the characters have Southern accents and the rest of them don't? Like,
no, that's fine. That's fine.
But
Come on.
even in that teenage group, like there's Billy Ray with his Billy Ray Cyrus fucking mullet, and then there's like the one kid who's like the Twilight vampire, speaks like he's like from California. Go down to fucking Louisiana right now. Is every single person you meet? I don't know, Inder. I've never been to Louisiana, Inder.
If I go to Louisiana,
I've never been to
fucking shot.
Inder.
Today is September 11, 2010. If I go to fucking Louisiana, I'm gonna get shot.
Then they think you're black too. So worst case scenario, you get shot.
No, best case scenario, I get shot.
The supposed main teenager. He comes out.
What's his name? Like, I don't even fucking know who this
Tyler, Steven, Mitchell, I don't know, something like that.
Some generic white name.
Yeah, just it's white. I think it's white man number 1 is what they refer to him in the script.
That's the credit, yeah.
He's in this fucking room with just a multitude of ammunition and guns and just everything you could ever ask for. He grabs one gun.
He grabbed a fucking AK-47. That was pretty badass.
Exactly, and that's the second point I wanted to get to. When he goes to the church and he runs out, why does he not just fucking spray everybody?
Here's the room full of
them. Have one gun.
And they have my other friend. Well, what am I gonna fucking get? What am I, James Bond?
One on each shoulder, man. But grab a couple clips, and you're fucking good to go.
Yeah, no, I'd grab ammo.
Yeah.
I need one gun. I don't need fucking. Well, I guess it's easier to pull out another gun.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm alluding to.
So like fucking 007 and that GoldenEye video game.
Much.
Okay, so in that video game,
GoldenEye generation, we all know.
He had like 8 guns on him, including like a rocket launcher,
gun.
and he's wearing a suit. Like, what the fuck is that shit? What stood out to me in that scene was more about the pastor who, like, how calm and collected is this guy that one of the people that you kidnapped is now running through your church with a gun, and you're still singing your song. Like, you just saw this happen. You're like, Jesus, blah blah blah, everything's gonna be fine.
Well, that speaks to how strong the character was.
No,
it's that same thing. You see it in real life when it's just like earthquake hits. We're like, oh God, will see us through this earthquake, and then it gets crushed by rubble.
Yeah, but the people that are saying God will see us through this, they're still on the fucking, like, they ran away from their houses. And they're on the fucking streets in front of the news fucking people.
Not everybody.
Because the newscasters don't go to people's houses
all those people in Japan that were like stuck in there, all those old people that stuck in their houses, and then like 12 days later,
and shit.
12 days later, hey, he was fucking like 60.
What do we even fucking... Go watch Red State.
To understand what we're talking about.
It is a good movie.